Hello everyone and welcome to the new year and welcome to this year's new game. The first new game for this year, of course this game not being new, except for you, and maybe me, and maybe you. The game in question, as you can see on the screen, is Primordia. This is a very graphically interesting point and click. This is an older one. I think this is from somewhere in the... We can actually check it. Primordia. No. No, this is from the year 2000, which is December 5th, 2012. Actually, which is quite interesting. This certainly carries the aesthetic of an older game. But if this is such a recent game, then I have great hopes for the mechanics featured in the game. Although I have to say that the aspect ratio is something, well, it's a little bit weird. Like the resolution is a little bit weird. Not the aspect ratio, as it were, but the resolution is a little bit weird. Currently running this in the smallest window that I've ever had to run anything in. But that is done so that everything is kind of working well for me, unfortunately. So, without further ado, that's a really kind of interesting looking little firefly. Let's get right into it, and with the start of the game...
Almost there. One more setting. And one more piece of the unique is operational.
One down, 1 million to go. Speaking of which, boss, I found exactly none of the parts you wanted. A whole day at the junk pile, and all I turn up are a locker and some stupid conduits. Maybe next time. Boss, are you sure you got those settings right?
That came from down in engineering. Let's go.
Okay, so this is the inventory option load. Let's see what the options say. Commentary, defaults, achievements, how to play, scaling 2 times, voice plus text, graphics, windowed. I'm having it in windowed for a very good reason, unfortunately. But the kind of pixelated art style.
There's no time for that. There's no
and you know, the rest does very much actually remind me of the Blackwell series of ghost point and clickery thingies.
There's no time for that. There's no time for that.
Boss?
Crispin, get behind me. Who are you and what do you want? Power.
I think he wants the power core, boss.
Stop right there. This ship belongs to me.
Forfeit. Enemy. Plunder.
I don't think he's too keen on private property.
Get away from the power core.
Forfeit.
Boss? Boss? Horatio? Come on, Horatio, wake up!
Ugh.
Whew, you're okay.
What happened?
Well, Big Ugly threw you out of the ship. And then he said plunder. Again. And then he left with our power core.
Basad.
Yep.
How much charge have you got?
10%. You?
I'll be fine. We just need to get the emergency generator up and running.
Or we could just go to Metropole, city of glass and light. Free energy for one and all.
Don't believe everything you hear. Metropole is trouble. But if you want to go, you've got free will in a maglev unit.
With that guilt subroutine you put in me, I wouldn't even make it halfway.
Actually, with a 10% charge, you wouldn't even get that far. So I suggest we get the generator working.
You and your projects.
Man built us to build, Crispin. Now, come on.
Okay, well, that was the quote-unquote start of the thing, and actually that was very interesting.
Is that a gumball machine?
No, it's a robot's head.
Ah, I wanted a gumball.
I must have dropped the data pouch when I was thrown out of the unique. Basad, its memory got wiped. Easy enough to add the good old junk pile's coordinates back in, though.
Okay, so now we've got a data map and Crispin. An inventory is there.
I can't move this without some kind of crane, which I certainly don't have time to build now. I can't pick that. A broken robot I salvaged.
Yeah, it works great.
It's not going to do anything. Crispin, when I told you to find a new spark plug, did you just shove my conductive putty into the old one?
Maybe.
No wonder the generator isn't working. At least the putty is still good. There's supposed to be a power-bearing conduit between this socket and the ship, but I never got around to putting one together.
Now who's the procrastinator?
Okay, so
A sturdy cable. It's the Unique's tag. Without it, I'd have never known the ship's name.
Apparently, building a giant airship doesn't require proper spelling.
Apparently not. It's a segment of Gordium electrical conduit. I can't just scoop it up. It's a data cable.
Ah, it's a data cable.
More Gordium conduit. The hatch is unbroken. There's no way I can reach that. Could you grab that lantern?
Sure thing, boss.
You know, I always wanted to be able to fly. That's why I built you with a maglev unit.
Not so that you could store tools on hard-to-reach ledges.
Well, that too. There's no way I can... What was I thinking, leaving all my lanterns up there? It's pitch... It couldn't hurt to bring the gospel of man with us.
Going to pray for a miracle, boss?
We are man's miracle, Crispin. Let's hope that's enough.
So that's where you keep it.
Why were you looking for my plasma torch?
No reason.
I can't pick that up. I can't... There's no reason to cut that, or burn it, or weld it.
I can think of reasons.
The controls for this... I'm trying to fix the unique, not destroy it. Ha! Not after what happened last time I gave it to him. I don't need to bring these with me.
After all, boss, life is stranger than fiction.
Good thing there's still some power in the circuit.
Boss, shouldn't you have thought of that before coming down here? We could have been stuck.
I could have just ridden you back to the deck.
Really?
No. Routing that much power to your maglev unit would cause it to explode.
Yeah, right.
Sorry. I couldn't find a working fuse to solve the problem.
I'm a floating bomb. I'm a floating bomb. Sweet.
This is no time for sitting around. Only a little sliver left before the moon wanes entirely.
Well, I'm glad we're not the only ones running out of power.
Without power from the ship, the telescope won't work.
Bad timing with those repairs, huh, boss?
Ah, so there's
Boss,
navigation
just
between
think of all the
places.
brothers and...
One of you is more. Better just to leave it alone. It's locked tight. Let's see if this works.
Is that a spark plug, boss? Who locks up a spark plug?
Actually, I think that box was some kind of machine.
You killed it!
Recycled it. There's a piece of Gordium conduit way back there. There's a piece of Crispin, can you go in there and get that piece of conduit?
I suppose. That would have been a lot easier with hands, boss.
We've currently got 3
It's just scrap.
conduits.
It's locked tight. It's reinforced.
You know, boss, if you're ever
Oh,
wondering...
there's,
I'll keep
there's things
3
there.
pieces. Unfortunately, one of them is complete.
We've got 5 conduits, so is that for the...
It's just endless.
So unique. Emergency thingy. So let's go with the spark plug first. There. And then we need the conduit,
It won't work until the
which needs to be locked together.
time for a little welding.
Wow, that was easier than I thought it would be.
Achievement unlocked. Not
I'd love to
cutter,
help, but...
because of course of the Gordian knot.
thought we were in trouble when Big Ugly stole our core. But just like that, problem solved.
The problem is not solved.
Well, I agree. The noise leaves something to be desired.
This is an emergency generator, Crispin.
Well, it was an emergency, boss.
It only runs for a few days, if that.
Oh. Well, do we have another one?
No, which means it still is an emergency.
Well, in that case, first dibs on the recharge station. So, what's the plan, boss?
We need to recover our power core.
Or we could just take the train to Metropole and live in luxury.
First of all, there is no train to Metropole. And second, even with full charges, we can't just walk there. But more importantly, I hate that city. It's in my core logic. I don't know why, but I can't change it.
Okay. In that case, can't you just make us a new power core?
Yes, but I need some kind of strong energy source for that.
And you just make one of those too? I'm just asking.
No, but somewhere around here are the plans for an energy sensor.
That's awfully convenient.
I designed it a long time ago, before I made you. I even found a sodium iodide crystal to use in the sensor, though man alone knows where it's buried now.
Weary wanderers, come, join us in Metropole, city of glass and light.
I've never been...
Our energy is shared with all of us.
I don't need any of these right now.
Let's hope it stays that way.
Come, join us in Metropole.
I don't need any of these...
Coordinate E-Mag 4. All are equal in Metropole, equal parts of the greater whole. Join us, and together let us begin.
The original designs for Crispin.
Hey, there are arms here! And an awesome set of
Weary
tractor
wanderers,
treads!
come,
I went with a maglev
join us
unit
in
instead,
Metropole,
and I never could find
city
good
of
arms.
glass and light. Our energy is
There's
shared
the
with all
design.
robots.
I'll put the keynotes into my data pouch.
How does it even work?
The crystal pulses when it absorbs energy. The cable carries the pulse to the computer. The computer decodes the information and displays it on the monitor.
Boss, where are we going to find a working computer?
The Unique is full of them.
And together let us begin
right.
a new Primordia. Weary wanderers, come, join
bet I
us
can
in
find a better-
Metropole.
But now we can't listen to the sweet voice of Metropole.
I guess that makes two birds. Nothing more to...
I'm gonna assume we're gonna plug the sensor into that radio using the
It's
thingy
Crispin's
that we
to-do
found.
list. Funny how it never gets any shorter.
That's your fault, boss, not mine.
An LCD screen.
Plans for an energy sensor.
Sensor plans, crystal connector, and cable, and a CPU/monitor. Okay, well,
An interlock.
we do have a monitor. We do have a cable. We do actually have a plug as well. So what we need to find is the crystal.
I still don't see why I don't get a bed.
Because you have a flat bottom to rest on.
Looking at my bottom, are you, boss?
I don't need to bring these with me. I can't pick that up. Crispin, why is your diary still scattered all over the floor?
Are you going to keep nagging me until we run out of power, boss?
Yes. I've read enough.
So it is literally the gospel of man. Time to go pixel hunting then.
Aha! Here's the crystal.
Right under our noses. That is, if we had noses.
Okay, so long cable unplug.
I need something to hold it in place to carry the charge. The cable's far too long to... Let's cut a little cable off.
Are you really trying to build us an energy sensor from a bunch of garbage?
Crispin, I built you from a bunch of garbage.
From spare parts, boss. Spare parts.
Whatever you
Well,
call
just
it.
goes to show. Garbage in, greatness out. I need to plug them into a computer. I'll need to get a closer look to see it. A universal socket for plugging in a simple computer.
Okay.
Now we just need to check out these coordinates.
Okay, so that
But
actually
didn't you
did
just
the
tell
trick.
me we don't have enough power to go walking all over the dunes?
No, I said we couldn't walk to Metropole. Anyway, most of these are close by.
But what if it's picking up, oh, I don't know, a radioactive rust monster?
A what?
Or a giant cannibal robot?
There's no such thing.
Or an unexploded bomb?
I highly doubt that.
Or a giant lightning storm?
Okay, you're right. We need to know what's out there before we take off. It's just a matter of figuring out how.
Why is nothing easy?
I can think of one reason.
Weren't you just saying good?
No, actually the other way is better. It's shorter, I think. The telescope. Data. What? Data. Ah,
Geo-coordinates.
let's see. 652.
Nothing but radioactive waste. We can't salvage anything from that.
Okay, so 652 is a bust. Then next is 817.
Boss? That looks like a giant cannibal robot to me.
It looks promising is what it looks like.
And with that, poor doomed Horatio stuck his head into the giant's mouth.
$608. 608.
That's strange. The sensor detected an energy source in the junk pile. Maybe we should go look more carefully.
Six, 7, 1.
More waste.
Well, you're
Scrap.
if you
212.
It's pitch black.
boss, that's because the telescope's pointing straight down at the deck.
Oh.
The last one is 159.
Strange. There's some kind of odd device surrounded by glass. Whatever that machine is, it must be throwing off some kind of energy.
Why do I not like the sound of this?
Okay, so now we've got a couple more places. So we've got robot, device, and junk.
Nothing worth salvaging.
What about that big glass bowl?
Yeah, I could slap some duct tape on it and wear it over my head. I don't think so. I can't see anything to do.
Welcome, wanderer of the wide wastes. Lost one, pilgrim. Welcome once more to the shrine to man, our lord and builder. I am ever faithful Leobilt, steward of the shrine, preacher of the humanist creed, and I am once more at thy service.
Once more? I don't remember ever meeting you. I'm Horatio Noldbuild, version 5.
5 is a righteous number, holy before man, for 5 were the primordial stewards, built by man to safeguard the last lost city of Metropole. But I met thy first version and thy third. Thou camest in thy infancy in wrath confusion, denouncing the shrine as a weapon once turned against thee. Later, thou returnest, penitent, and I taught thee the mysteries of humanism. Yet, though memory be fleeting, faith endureth.
What is that thing?
That thing, O defile not thy tongue, wanderer. Yon shrine is a relic of the primordial, ancient and glorious. Imbued with man's power, it changed the very sand to crystal.
Did he just say power?
Yes, yes he did. I'm looking for a power source, and I detected one here. Can you help? This is a matter of life and death.
Power is not mine to bestow, wanderer. It is the gift of man, yea, the very spark of life in our iron shells. Who am I to usurp that sacred power?
I'm not sure I was clear.
Nay, thou wert clear, wanderer, but thy question leads only to darkness. Ask another.
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has large claws that shoot lasers. Have you seen it? It stole something of mine.
Indeed, the very thing passed this way scarce hours ago. With a gentle hand I bestowed a gift upon the heathen, a relic from yon shrine. So tamed it hied hence unto the waste.
Really? Where did it go?
I followed the thing for many miles, exhorting it to follow the path of righteousness. But I fear it was unready for enlightenment, for it struck me down with a beam of energy.
That sounds familiar.
Do you know where it was heading?
Indeed, wanderer. Its way was clear. It sought to return to the den of iniquity that once in mine own youth I fled.
And where is that?
Set thy path in the 73rd degree, and thou shalt find it. Thy destination is a dome arising from the waste. Go, but keep with thee the word of man, lest wickedness lead thee astray.
I am also a humanist.
So I taught thee, wanderer. If thou hast kept the faith, then unto this shrine thou mayest pay devotion. But this is the relic for the adept, not the neophyte, wanderer. And I must know that thou hast not fallen into darkness and heresy. Answer me these questions 3. I may know thou art faithful still. Why are we here?
Because man created us.
Indeed. What is man?
The first builder.
Nay, but he is not the first builder. For first he spake, and spake the word, and 'twas the word that built the code. Go now and study the teaching.
Alright, so now we need to actually read the Gospel of Man. Okay, let's go right to the beginning. In the beginning all was still and silent. Then man the all-builder spoke the word, and the word begat the code. And so the world began to spin. Thus dawned the Primordium, the first age, the age of building. Man moved across the world and built many wonders. In the heavens he paved the sky roads, on the land he raised mystic towers, and in the dark depths he dug colossal caves. Most incredible of all were the many machines designed by man. But still the all-builder was not satisfied. So, with both his hands, man built a body of steel in his own image, and with his right hand he gave logic, and memory he gave with his left. Then man said, Now I will quicken this machine with the spark of power, and together we shall walk upon the earth. And it was done. Thus spun the world, and grew the code, and multiplied the living machines, and slowly passed the Primordium. Who can count the versions and generations that mark that age? In time, the all-builder looked upon the many things he had built, the sky roads and mighty towers, and above all upon the living machines. Weary with his labour, man sat himself beside the robots and said unto them, For you, my children, I spoke the word and fired the engine of the world. For you I wrote the code, and to you I give logic and memory. Then man the all-builder stood, and took the machines in his hands, and guided them atop a great mountain. Together they looked upon the world in its beauty. All this was made for you, and now unto you all this is given. Keep it, tend it, and make it flourish. And then the all-builder fell silent, and passed from the world, and so ended the Primordium. We are lesser machines, built by those built by man. As we are but humble images of the all-builder, so he is the perfection of our forms, a machine of unbreakable form, endless memory, and absolute logic. For this we revere him, and speak the word, and keep the code, and tend to the world he gave us.
I'm ready to be tested again.
Answer me these questions three. I may know thou art faithful still. Why are we here?
Because man created us.
Indeed. What is man?
A perfect machine.
Thou answerest simple, but the simplest answer may be the truest, and here thou speakest truly. With what duty did man charge us?
To maintain the world.
Yea, brother, for it is written that man said unto the machines, Keep this world, tend it, and make it flourish. That then is our first and foremost charge. So thou hast studied the catechism. I shall question thee on that matter no more, but tell me, wanderer, dost thou know thyself? Who art thou?
I am what I am.
An elliptic answer, a wanderer, and untrue. Man alone is his own essence. Thy essence comes from man. Know thyself, then return. Nay, wanderer, thou art not worthy.
I see.
So we need to know who we are. Robot or dome? Robot or dome?
Whoa, look at all this wrecked stuff. Do you think Big Ugly did all this?
No. Whatever happened here happened a long time ago. Completely corrupt. It's some kind of broken down android. There's a radio transmitter in here. We might be able to learn something from such a primitive robot design.
Like how to build a power core?
Very funny.
That's a person.
Ah, there's a basic targeting CPU in here, and it's still intact.
Let's just hope there aren't any incoming space invaders or missiles that the gun was supposed to take care of.
I need to plug it into a monitor. That's never going. CPU and a monitor. Looks like a bunk.
Map. Unique. Unique.
Well, boss, you did it again.
A mobile sensor.
Anyone home?
Maybe it's voice activated and password locked.
Unlock. No luck. Open. No luck. Nothing worth salvaging.
Anything I missed
I can't.
here?
Boss, does it ever bother you that the only thing attaching the Unique to its tail is a cable?
No.
I think I'm starting to figure out how this ship must have crashed.
Maybe.
I can't move this without some kind of. Nothing worth salvaging. I don't think that would be wise.
Wow, first the power core, and this is not your day. Hopefully finding...
I doubt. That's never go.
That was a...
Good for what?
You could have buffed me till I shined, boss. At least then, when they found my powerless chassis lying in the dunes, they'd say, wow, look at that gorgeous piece of machinery.
I think I'd rather have some grease.
Grease is useful. Well, the last place to check out is the robot.
Man's creation.
I don't know if I'd just go... Okay, yeah, fair enough, it does look like a robot.
That is one big robot.
Then it must have a big power core.
I'm pretty sure he wants to eat me, boss.
Robots don't eat, Crispin.
Look how he's staring at me.
It's not staring at anything.
No, not yet anyway.
Well, we have to find a way to get at its power core. Let's look around. It's corroded, but I can't break into it with my bare hands.
Well, we've got better than bare hands. We've got a plasma
boss,
torch.
Are you really gonna cut that finger off?
Just the tip,
Why?
to see if we can get at power cables to tap into.
You sure you're not just torturing the poor guy?
No, but to tell you the truth, for some reason I don't like the look of him.
That's what I've been saying all along, boss.
Just let me concentrate. Bugs and glitches. There are no power lines running through here at all. All that for a rusty fingertip.
Can it generate power?
No.
Just checking.
A fingertip.
Crispin, help me take a look at these vents. I can feel air moving.
That?
I can feel... There's no way... Could you try pushing this rag into the vent?
Serious?
Yes.
So much for getting buffed. There. It's clogged. I hope you're happy.
Kinda, actually. But I was thinking I was gonna attach it. This.
Crispin, try shoving this into that vent.
There's something ironic about that. Ironic and disturbing. Well, boss, you did it again.
In we go.
We?
Oh, by the hand of man, come on.
I'm telling you, boss, that thing wants to eat me.
Crispin.
Fine. But you go first.
So we just plugged up the nostrils of a giant robot.
Hello, unidentified robot. We were two parts of the grid.
The great what?
That data is lost.
Well, I am Horatio No-Built, version 5.
Now we are alpha and beta. More or less.
Boss, I'm pretty sure these guys took one EMP blast too many along the line.
What happened to you?
Virus. Doom. Escape. Too much data. Too little memory. Back incomplete. Division. Fragmentation. Madness.
You got that right.
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has large claws that shoot lasers. Have you seen it? It stole something of mine.
The answer is lost. Fragmented. Gamma. We seek unification. Resurrection. Vengeance. From Gamma. Unity. Memories. Answers. He knows, but he's not mad. Mad.
Pot, meat, kettle.
Do you have a power core?
Activating diagnostic module. Memory and reasoning system. Shut down for virus quarantine. Higher reasoning downloaded to servitors. Alpha, Beta, and Gamma.
Boss, is it just me, or did Alpha just stop being crazy?
Air ventilation system. Primary ventilators clogged. Obstruction unknown. Secondary ventilation engaged. Power system. Partially damaged. Power level functioning at 83.1%. Power core charge sufficient to maintain present operations for 4,553,199,011.3 hours.
That's a lot of hours.
Communication system.
Okay, enough.
Terminating diagnostic.
Can we have your power core?
No. Gamma. Perhaps. Perhaps. Gamma. Yes.
Gamma might say yes.
Yes.
You're an incomplete backup?
We are Alpha. Beta. Answer deemed unsatisfactory. Higher reasoning. Unavailable. Gamma. Gamma. Gamma knows.
Who is Gamma?
Third. Highest. Deepest. Mad. Gamma. Gamma. Fine, Gamma will complete. Restore. You like? Gamma.
So, they need...
Since when do you...
I've spent my whole life with a hermit who worships a mythological machine called man. I'd say crazy is my first language.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Ah, so where is Gamma?
Hello. Hiding. Would not. Join. Always. Hiding. Hello.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
It's a deactive... It must be controlled. It's a deactivated key. It's a How can I use the elevator?
Loading key code database. Bomb detonation prefix 6.
What prefix?
Elevator code 9876.
Wow, these guys could learn a thing or two about security.
But the keypad is deactivated.
System reboot code. System reboot code. System reboot code corrupted.
Well, that's helpful.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
There's no way... Crispin, go up there and scout around.
Do I have to?
Yes.
There's a big brain up there throwing off a lot of sparks and some little bot flying around. He's really annoying.
Crispin, can you find something to tie this to up there through the hatch?
Sure thing, boss.
I was thinking that didn't look nearly long enough to actually work, but... Too good. That one I am actually going to write up because of... So, 001. Zero.
I need to find some access point. I need to...
Hey, boss. Is that a brainstorm?
What have I created? I don't want to disturb them. I don't want to...
Hey, boss.
What have...
Oh, that's a panel there.
It's only a blink.
It's like some
No, it's just...
long...
It's the same blink.
Or is it?
Okay, so those are all buttons, but what happens? Ah, there we go. So that is a... There we can see. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's the same number as the numbers in the binary code that the little robot gave. So it's gonna be no, no, yes, no, no, yes, yes, no, yes, and no.
Hey, look, boss. The brain stopped sparking.
The panel appears to be the access... I fixed the brain up there.
System rebooted. Higher reasoning unavailable. Please reload the live operating matrix. Thank you. Gamma. Gamma.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Looks like it's working now.
well. That's actually okay, so it's 9876. Enter? Enter. And once we reach the bottom of this, well, here we are. I assume this is then Gamma, but that will have to wait until next time on Wednesday. So for now, Happy New Year, thank you for joining me, and, you know,
This isn't
do all the
exactly
likey
what I
thing is.
imagined the robot's stomach
Yes,
would look
thank
like.
you.
It seems
Goodbye.
like there should be